Hello there to my Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising viewers. My name is Melissa, and today we're going to be looking into your June 2021 reading. So we're going to get some general energies around what is happening for you guys in the month of June. So if you are the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is going to be for you. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Some messages may resonate with you super specifically, while others may not. So please take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. If you do want a personal private reading with me, you can check the description box down below for instructions on how to book that. So my Cancer, let's go ahead and see what are the overall energies that are coming through for you all this month. I know that toward the end of the month of June, it's going to be Cancer season. So happy early birthday to many of you watching this. Let's go ahead and see, what are my Cancers doing this month? What's going on with them? All right, my first card, looking at the underbelly. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning. Okay. So time management is important. Staying on track with something is important this month, Cancer, and organization. So I feel like your spirit guides are really wanting you to fine-tune something this month. Look at the details of a situation. Look at it a little bit more closely. When I think of looking at the underbelly, it's like turning something over to see it from all sides and all aspects, and really asking yourself, is this a tight, well-oiled machine, quote unquote? We have keeping it in check. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. Okay, yes. So there's this feeling of like wanting to like move fast towards something, Cancer. Like you guys might be really excited or have something really cool that you're working on this month, or something that's really igniting some passion within you. And there's going to be this tendency to want to go for it really quickly. But you're being asked this month to make sure that you are paying very, very close attention to the details, because you don't want to miss out on something important, okay? Let's get a little more insight from the tarot cards about what this is talking about, okay? So for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, let's get a little more insight into the situation. What are the energies, events, and people of the highest significance presenting themselves to my Cancer viewers in the month of June? Go ahead and see, what are you guys needing to look at closer? Three of Wands, planning for the future. We have the King of Cups, Cancer energy coming through. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you all, this Queen of Pentacles is, it could be talking about, this is like a work or creative project that you guys are working on this month. I feel like this could have to do with your finances, your money, maybe your career, or some sort of responsibility that you all have. So that's a very grounded energy, that Queen of Pentacles. So staying grounded is going to be really important this month. Staying in control is going to be really important this month, okay? Three of Wands. You know what's interesting in this Three of Wands? It's like there's this little magnifying glass here, is what it looks like anyway. And this talks about looking closely at things, okay? So beginning of the month of June, I think you guys are studying something very carefully. You're looking very closely at something. You're making sure that you're planning it very strategically, planning it for success, for planning it for long-term success, because that's really what this Three of Wands talks about. Three of Wands is very much about setting yourself up for that long-term success. What are your future plans? What are your future goals? What are the big picture goals that you have? That's kind of the focus I'm seeing here at the beginning of the month. Now, as you guys move to the middle of the month, we have the King of Cups. So this is your energy coming through here. Water sign energy, masculine of significance for some of you. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces of significance. But really the energy of this card is about staying in control of your emotions. Being emotionally sensitive, emotionally mature to whatever it is that you guys have going on, okay? If there's other parties involved with whatever this project is that you all are working on, I think you guys are going to find yourselves in a space where people are very drawn to you, because the King of Cups is a very like kind of a nurturing leader. This is somebody that really cares about other people. So I think that you all are being guided here in the middle of the month to adapt to maybe having a what is the word I'm looking for? Compassionate leadership style if you're dealing with other people. Sorry, that took me forever to get to that. Yes, but if this doesn't necessarily have to do with other people being in your space, Cancer, then this is about you, right? Like continuing to take care of your own self, your own emotions, your own things that you love, your own responsibilities. But the King of Cups, I am being guided to say, like, because this is a water energy, it kind of flows, right? Like it's not an energy that I think of when I think of things being, you know, really, really specific and really tight knit. Okay. So I'm wondering if you guys might find some challenges toward the middle of the month with making sure that whatever you're working on is being kept in check. Okay. Or whatever you're working on is as fine-tuned as you need it to be. You guys might need to partner if you you struggle with that. You might need to partner with somebody that's an earth sign of significance, maybe somebody that is really good at planning and details, like maybe a Virgo would be helpful for you guys to connect with. But that's kind of what I'm seeing there in that King of Cups. Now, by the ending of the month here, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is where we've kind of like taken a step back from something, and we are, I keep going to this keeping it in check because that's kind of the vibe of the Four of Pentacles. Like this is when we're keeping something to ourselves. So I think this is really positive because this means that you guys are not rushing into something. You're keeping something to yourself before maybe exposing it out to the world or before sharing too openly about what it is, okay? So let's see. Let's get a couple more messages here for Cancer for the month of June, and let's see if we can get any more insight into this situation for you. What do our Cancers need to know about this particular situation? But this feels positive, Cancer. It feels like you guys are going to have a busy month of really working on something that's important to you. So let's see. All right, let's see. So the first card, abundance. We love to see it. So whatever this is that you guys are working on has to do with your abundance, okay? And so I think that's why you're kind of moving through this being very cautious and very careful. Makes sense with that Four of Pentacles energy coming through. We also have the message of beauty. This is about allowing your inner beauty to radiate outward, okay? It says, I allow what is within to shine. I wonder too if there's a message here with this Four of Pentacles about not being too stuffy with this. So it's like, yes, you guys are you're making sure that you have all the details of the situation planned out really well. But there is also something with the Four of Pentacles that's worth noting where it can be like you're holding too tight of a grip onto something. And so I would just be cautious of that, you guys, especially when I'm seeing the message of beauty. I have form, which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And the Four of Pentacles can be kind of a closed off energy. Okay, so I think you guys might need to try to find a balance between like keeping this thing that you're working on together and keeping it in check, but still allowing your authenticity to shine through. Okay, because if you're too closed off, especially if this is something that is a project you're working on, if you guys are trying to like get eyes on you, you're not going to be able to get those eyes on you if you're in that closed off energy the whole month. So let's see. Let's get one more message for Cancer for the month of June. And let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh, so we have the third house of messages. Interesting. bottom deck energy, we have the air element, communication. Okay, so communication could be of significance. Maybe this is something that is within the realm of communication that you guys are working on. So the third house, this talks about communication as well. Look at this. I just pulled keywords here. Short journeys, the neighborhood, siblings, signing documents, communication, and rumors. That's so funny. There is something, so going back to your overall messages here about keeping things in check, maybe there's been some sort of a rumor or something that's gotten out about you guys that you're trying to keep together. Like you're trying to make sure that people aren't hearing it. Something around that communication energy that you're trying to maybe keep in check this month. The signing of documents is really resonating here as well, because this is about, I think, again, at the beginning of your reading, we were talking about how something really exciting is happening, but you need to kind of resist the urge to rush into it. So there could be a contract or an opportunity coming through for you guys this month, and you're really being guided here to examine it from all sides before you rush in and like solidify it in writing, if that makes sense. Very interesting, Cancer. Well, you have a very intriguing month ahead, so I would love to hear what's going on with you all in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.